one thing has not changed in the human psyche. It's the act of sacrifice. Today is the winter solstice. It's a time when we see the day and the night breaking even, or in our case, it's the longest night. And the Christmas is celebration of light as it emerges from the dark, as Christ emerged from the grave. But did you know that the first Christmas tree, official Christmas tree, was in Tallinn in Estonia 1441? And after that, the tradition of having Christmas trees spread across the Europe. But the common folk, they did not put the tree upwards, but they did hang it down from the ceiling upside down as an act of sacrificing a Christmas tree for the birth of the new year of the sun. The peasants, they took the Christmas tree after 25th of December, after the Christmas, the Yule, and they burned it, turning of tide, when the sun is coming back to give us some light. But it is not the only sacrifice that people make, but there's a huge difference. Do we make a conscious or unconscious sacrifice? Like all the Christmas trees that we nowadays bring to our homes. They are a part of the old tradition of sacrifice. For example, the consumption of huge amounts of meat during the Christmas. We are playing the game of joy, of caring about other people, of giving out happiness and love. Okay, but the amount of animals killed for the Christmas festive season is substantial. It's terrifying. I'm not saying that you should not eat meat. I'm just saying lower your consumption of meat, like King Charles III. He eats meat only on weekends. On Saturdays he eats marine food, fish or something like that. And on Sundays some meat, lamb or beef. No more. It's ecologically and morally just if we do not slaughter too many animals. 10 million turkeys are being slaughtered each year in UK, in United Kingdom. The population of United Kingdom is around 68 million people. There's 10 million birds slaughtered for this party. Okay. And other animals as well. Yeah, and it's not a problem. I believe I'm a firm advocate like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is as he hunts his own animals with his bow. He's a little bit mad, but that's a really clear direction. And I think all men who are eating meat should be able to provide it to their families by hunting or killing the prey. Otherwise, it's hypocrisy. It's hypocritical if you are not able to kill your prey, but you are able to consume it. Maybe you understand the point that I'm making. That Christmas has become a festive of consumerism. That we consume gifts, we consume goods, services. When we are able to feel the real silence, when the darkness is at its highest peak and the sun is going to be born. There's always a way that we can redesign our traditions and understand the depth behind them. Like hanging all the jewelry on the trees, of decorating the Christmas trees. It comes from the Samis, from the Lapland, and they used to dry their fly agaric mushrooms on spruce trees, and then they gave them to their reindeers who ate them, and and then the Samis they drank the pee, the urine of a reindeer, and they saw visions of little elves and dwarfs like Santa Claus, you see. And when you look at the traditional clothing of Sami people, you see there's a lot of relevance to the Santa Claus and also the story of reindeer. It's all about consuming of psychedelics. It's the story of decorating the Christmas trees and having this Santa Claus and all the elves and okay. If you do not know such things, we are living in a blind lie and we are not aware of the things that we are doing. Yes, and the gifting part comes from the Saint Nicholas, who was patron saint of the poor in Netherlands, if I'm not wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. And he gave gifts to poor peasant children. Nowadays, it's like obscurity. Like children start crying when they don't get gifts from everywhere. And they desire more and more. It's an act of consumerism. And don't get me wrong, I really love making gifts to my children. But there's always a limit. There's always a thing when we fetish something and we forget the real tradition. If we know the background, as I told you just right now, then you are able to choose which aspects are really those that are going to serve you. When you decorate a Christmas tree, then you are worshipping a fly agaric mushroom. You did not know it before, but now you know it. When you consume meat every day, you are doing an ecological and a moral injustice to millions of animals who deserve love and compassion. And then people get angry when we talk about the wars that are going on or the slaughter in Israel. Okay, that Christmas should be the time of peace, time of happiness. But for that, we all should strive, take little steps towards a more compassionate and caring world. Like the Samis, the reindeer herders, they know how to kill their animal, they know how to kill their reindeers, they eat their meat, and they're in connection with the nature. That's what I'm advocating. If you are connected to the nature, if you're connected to the surroundings, then it's okay to kill other animals and be grateful for it. In our tradition, in our land, when we go cut a tree, we ask for a permission. Can we cut this tree? But in the old times, the hunters also asked a permission from an animal. Can I hunt you down? they negotiated with animals, and then they went on to a hunting spree. We keep in mind the connection to the nature. We are able to come out from the cycle of consuming and really starting to give value to this earth. I hope you enjoy. Please subscribe and see you soon again.